Who knew we were going to do a poop-heavy episode of the show? No idea it would take on a theme so quickly.
Somebody's Google alert is going off right now. They're like, some content that I would enjoy.
Social justice poop discussion.
Something that I would enjoy has been uploaded to the internet.
Do you have a friend who's just good at everything? That's Franchesca Ramsey. She's a writer, comedian, actor, and activist who's brought her brand of humor to TV, YouTube, a hit MTV web series, and now her first book. Today, I'm catching up with her in Brooklyn to see what she's been up to and what she has coming next.
We're here in Prospect Park, and it's gorgeous outside.
Beautiful.
I'm saying that you brought this great weather, and we're here with my dog, Filthy McNasty, who we lovingly call Phil. We only call him Filthy when he's bad. And apparently you are...
Listen, there's reasons. There's reasons, okay?
Listen, do not profile my dog.
When I was 4, my cousin told me
Your dog was mean to you?
Yes. Well, first my cousin built up a story about how dogs would eat me. And then I went to the park with him and was chased by a dog, which was my height at the time.
Well, lucky for you, Phil's not a runner. He moves.
He seems pretty relaxed.
He moves at a very slow pace.
Why is he He doesn't want to be on camera.
He's like very weird. He has a very strange personality.
You will sign a release for him later, right?
He has like a bad attitude.
So, in the beautiful Prospect Park, after Franchesca just told me how she picks up after her dog, I've encountered the result of someone not picking up after their dog.
Oh man. And those shoes are fresh too.
Not anymore! Oh, they're fresh in a different kind of way now.
Oh, I am so... Phil would never. He would not. He wouldn't let me leave his poop. It does kind of...
5 minutes to deal with the situation, okay. Please? I just mentally and emotionally.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Welcome to New York.
Prospect Park.
Welcome to beautiful Prospect Park. Hanging out with a freaking movie star.
Yeah, I mean, come on, in that silver jacket, this is amazing. And stop it.
Real casual, like, you know.
I'm very glad that there's a soothing view.
Yes.
For me to look at.
To help you relax.
While I feel like cutting off my left foot. I really feel like taking a chainsaw to my left foot.
Wait, you could, oh yeah, I was gonna say, like, could you feel which foot it was? Yeah. Does this happen to you whenever I copy and paste something on the computer? When I
step in dog poo?
No, whenever I copy it, it's like I can feel that I'm copying something. Does it feel like does your foot feel heavy? Like, do you feel...
rewind. When you like Control-C, Control-V?
Yeah, when I Control-C, like, in my mind, I can feel like I'm carrying something. And then I have to paste it to let it go.
And if you don't, then you walk around with the weight of the copied.
Yeah, okay. I really do. And so, like, while I'm scrolling around on the internet, I can, like, feel it before I paste it where I need to paste it.
Yes.
So I'm wondering, do you have a similar feeling of, like, you can feel the dog shit on your foot?
I can feel the entire bottom surface of my left foot
is covered.
It is like the nerve endings are firing.
You probably have a great title for this episode. Something, you know what I mean? Like shooting the shit with Franchesca Ramsey, stepping in shit, getting into the shit.
Ruining new Jordans with Franchesca. You know what? We could have actually made that a segment, like bringing nice things and just ruining them.
Ruining Jordans with Franchesca Ramsey. I like it.
What are you doing?
Oh my gosh.
So on the way here, I was like, yeah, Francesca's got a book. Remember to ask her about the book. And then I was like, wait a minute. But she also has a TV show.
I'm in development still, which is like the magic phrase for like we're still figuring out what we're doing. I mean, as I'm sure you know. Yeah, it's a sketch show that touches on identity, but is not confined to being specifically about like one point of view.
Amazing. Well, because you used to do sketches on YouTube as well. Like,
yeah, absolutely. I used to do like...
Well, actually, sketch is what blew you up in the first place.
Absolutely. And like song parodies, I can sing a little bit, and like characters and voices and impressions and all sorts of stuff. So, it's a chance to kind of get back to that. Look at this dog! Look at his
What?
Hey!
Okay.
Enough! Look
It's
at his
got a
little
legit
pony!
mohawk.
Look at him! That dog has so much swag. I think what it is that they're like walking freely and he has to sit at this
I
bench.
know, and he's literally stuck in a YouTube interview.
That
He's
dog
like, I'm
was,
not
like,
getting paid, there's
rubbing
no
in his
rider,
face.
this guy doesn't even like me.
There's no craft services. Sorry, Phil. But I also have a web series with MTV. We're getting ready to start working
Decoded?
on
Or a new one?
Yes, same one. We're getting ready to start working on season 7, which is wild to say.
Every snowflake's favorite online show.
Thank you for calling them snowflakes. I like weaponizing the words that they enjoy against them. Every single time someone gets mad about whether it's Michelle Wolf or any little thing that is not worth getting mad about, I'm like, oh, are you a little snowflake?
Oh, a little bit
snowflakey.
sensitive, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
like it. Do you need to go into your safe space?
Well, also they're white. I mean, it's very appropriate.
I mean, it makes sense. It works. It's a great descriptive term.
Now the book is
is
happening.
getting ready to come out.
How do you
It's
feel?
on the horizon.
How do you write a book?
I feel excited, but I also feel a little anxious. I've been trying to do breathing exercises. That's not a joke.
Because you don't do enough exercise? Oh, I keep tabs. I mean,
it's my fault that I put
Every now
stuff
and
on
then
the
I'll be like,
internet.
what's Franchesca up to? Oh, your leg is in a harness and you're doing one-handed push-ups on your fingertips.
I like to
and
work
then burpees.
out. I like to work out.
The book.
Yes. The book is called Well, That Escalated Quickly, and you have to say it like that.
That escalated quickly.
Oh, sounds great.
It's like slipping on a banana peel.
Yes, it's part memoir, personal stories, and advice about communication on the internet. As you know, people on the internet are the worst.
The trash.
But also, sometimes I think, and I know from personal experience, I've had times where I, looking back, realized I didn't handle a conversation well, largely because it happened online, and things just get so heated and blow up out of proportion.
That's why I ignore everyone.
You know what? I'm starting to do more of that, and it's been really helpful.
Because there's just because it's not just that it's online, but there's like an audience.
Absolutely.
So like, there's not just one person who can misinterpret it. Or
there are people that jump in. It turns into like WWE. Like people start tagging in
tag
their
team.
friends, and then suddenly like your mom is arguing with like, you know, your middle school
Nazi?
Yeah, a Nazi. I was gonna say your middle school bus driver because I don't know who's in your friends list on Facebook.
No, these are the people who invite themselves in.
Right, and then suddenly it just gets out of control and you can't reel it back. And so there's something humorous about the way that we communicate online, and also depressing. And so I wanted to try and use my failures for good and give people advice just based on the things that I've kind of learned along the way. Do you have an appointment to be at?
No, this doesn't even have the correct time on it. My watch says that it's 11 o'clock at night.
Oh, is that what time it is in Australia?
I think it was also wrong in Australia.
Is this just purely for decoration?
I mean,
You're just stunting.
I keep wearing it thinking I'm gonna fix my watch today.
Oh, okay.
But I feel like not prepared
Like
for the world if I'm not wearing a watch.
So you had something to say about my silver jacket, and here you are in a watch that is not set.
No, I said it was a nice. I didn't say anything.
You were like, oh, I see you in this jacket. I see you.
Hey, this is like a fraction of my wrist, not like an overall like.
I know. I'm just saying, like, at least, like, I mean, this has a purpose. I am, covered. I am also looking cute. But you have a watch on that is not even set. Like, friends, what is that about?
I have a purpose.
You have an
This
alarm.
is nothing.
You had an alarm set.
Yeah, just to stay. Just to keep me alert.
Stay ready.
Just to keep me alert.
You're embarrassing me.
These nails are amazing.
What is wrong with me? My response is not to say thank you. I'm like,
do you do this in interviews about your book as well? They're like, so tell us about you. Wow.
No,
I wrote a thing.
It's only because it's you. Thank you. Nails are kind of really important to me. One side is gold, the other side is silver.
Is this rose gold?
Rose gold, it is. I was trying to go for like more pink.
Mm-hmm.
I was very inspired by the Janelle Monáe pink video, and she has pink chrome nails.
Oh, is that the Janelle Monáe that you recently interviewed?
Yes, I did not drop her name for that reason. I genuinely...
No, I know you didn't.
Okay.
I just realized that, like,
Yes.
I just scroll past Facebook every now and then. I'm like,
I did.
Oh, Black Panther screening with Michael B. Jordan. Cool.
Oh, yeah,
Cool.
Yes, I did.
What was that like?
It was great. He hugged me multiple times, which was very cool. It was awesome.
Was it a solid embrace?
Oh no, it was like a, like a
like a
fast,
friendly,
like a
yeah,
friendly,
right.
like we weren't like holding on
Right.
to each other or anything. It was
Because
really,
if he hugged me, I would be
you
like,
would be like,
"Don't let
go.
What's the most bizarre thing anyone ever offered you in terms of an opportunity or a thing that was just
Ew.
ridiculous?
So like early in my career, I was genuinely worried that my agents were going to drop me because one, I never got anything, and then when I would get offered things, I would just say no.
That's
because I would
exactly
I would
the
look
same.
at the content and I would just say like, no, I can't say this.
Yeah.
This is really wrong. And I got a job hosting a web series before Decoded that was about dating and relationships, and it was called The Naked Truth, and it was going to be me interviewing like guys, and we're going to do like real talk about like consent and dating and just like sex.
That sounds like
all
fun.
sorts. Yeah.
Talking to men about consent.
But I mean, it was going to be like a very progressive, feminist, like forward thinking. And on paper, I was like, this is a great idea. I didn't have to audition. They just offered me the job. And the sizzle, they made a sizzle. And the whole concept was it was going to be hot guys and they were going to be shirtless. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever, I could do this. So like the day before we were supposed to film this thing, they send me like a full breakdown of who we're gonna be interviewing, like the questions and stuff. And these dudes are full blown naked. Like they were gonna have them there was gonna be like a soccer player and he was gonna just come out with a soccer ball. And then all of the stuff we were gonna talk about was just like lots of puns about sex, right?
Wow.
And lots of like, you know what I mean? Like score a goal, just really cringy stuff. And I had to call my manager the night before and say, listen, I can't do this. Unless you're like Lupita Nyong'o or like Angelina Jolie or like some big star,
Yeah.
I think you have to be very weary of like, you don't have to audition. Because then it's like,
Just do it.
What am I getting roped into? I don't even, do you know that I'm right? Like, do you know I'm good?
It was a documentary called Muslim Pub Landlord, where I was going to go into a country town in Australia, and as a surprise to the people of the town,
No,
take over
no,
their local bar.
no.
And the concept was that
Like a
through,
Muslim is running our bar.
Yeah, guess what? There's nothing to drink anymore.
Oh, gosh.
And then there was going to be like quirky and funny conversations where we'd learn about each other's humanity, or I would get killed.
Wow. Nobody that looked like you came up with that concept.
No, I know, absolutely.
Like,
that was
no.
That was 5 white people patting each other on the back and laughing.
And you know what's really like the worst is that when those opportunities come along, you have this moment where you say to yourself, am I shooting myself in the foot by saying no to this thing? Because what if I don't get another opportunity ever again? What if somebody else takes this job and it like blows up and it's like this huge success and everyone is so into it, and I'm thinking, man, I should have done that.
The flip side of it is that like once you do one of those things, you just can't take it back. And
Wow.
you can't erase it and you can't get rid of it.
That is so true. Did you see that interview with Denzel Washington? Denzel had reached out to Sidney Poitier for advice, as one does, right? Like just call up the man.
What's up?
And he got offered a film called The Nigga They Couldn't Kill. And it was about a black dude who was convicted of raping a white woman, and then they tried to execute him and he didn't die. That was the premise of the movie, and Denzel was offered the lead, and he was like, Sidney, what do I do? Should I do this movie?
And Sidney was like, is this a prank call?
Sidney was like, how did you get this number? No, he told him straight up, you shouldn't do it. You should not do that movie. And then the next movie that he ended up doing was like Glory. So, look, that set the tone for his whole career. Right. And I remember seeing that interview with Denzel, and not that I have Denzel's career, I mean, knock on wood, I would love to have it. But I thought, okay, if that was the advice that he got that set him on the correct path, then I'm going to be fine. I'm going to say no if it's not right for me, and then the right thing will come along.
an albino, I'm legally blind, and I've been like this all my life, and I can't be scared of being physically hurt. Because it just hurts. Like, unless you kill me or something, it just hurts.